You're now watching True Icons Sports with your host, me, Al Money. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what's going on out there. Hit the notification bell over there so you can get notifications when I drop these videos. Let y'all know what I think about situations in sports, man. And right now, this video, it took me a time to do this video because I went back, I was watching stuff, looking, make sure my point that I want to make is properly, set up, whatever. Colorado, man, the Buffs, that first game against Georgia Tech. First thing I want to say is shout out to Haynes King. That was one of the gutsiest performances I ever seen a quarterback. He beat the Buffaloes by himself, running the ball. He threw a couple of passes, right? They weren't the greatest passes. He made some passes. He made plays when he needed to make it. The running game was out of control. They just ran. They didn't care. They just did what they wanted to do. Georgia Tech said, you know what? You can't stop us. We're going to bully you. That was straight bully ball. Now, King, when he did throw interceptions, incompletions, that's why I was like, okay, this is a good thing. When I seen he was like, if we could control the run, if Colorado could control the run, boom, they could take this game. They could take over the game. Game starts. Turnover. Colorado goes down, boom, touchdown, track hawk. I'm like, okay, this look good, right? Now, the second turnover comes. The offense not moving like it was when that first drive. I'm like, okay. Jitters, people nervous. It's the first game for Salter and them. It's a new era. All right. So now I'm like, okay, let's go. Now the defense come out. Defense do their thing again. Boom. They get a third turnover. I said, whoa, wait a minute. They got to get points this time. They drive down. Donuts. They get no points off of the turnovers. Now, the night before, Thursday night, I was watching Michael Vick coach's team, Norfolk State, and they left points on the board too. And after that third pick, that third turnover, the fumble, the second fumble, I was like, oh, they're going to lose the game. They left 14 points on the board. It should be 21-0. All right? I knew they was going to lose, yo. Once I saw that, I said, oh, no. Then we get to the defense. Livingston, man. Where was the adjustments, man? I was screaming at the screen. I'm looking at the game. I'm like, all right, this is the same thing North Dakota State did last year, right? So I'm like, all right, now, if you remember, when you have running quarterbacks, sometimes they really don't have good accuracy. They're not good throwers, so you forcing them to throw to beat you. I said, all right, bet. He's running all over the place. Let's get out of this nickel. Put 3 linebackers on that field because they had the speed. They got speedy linebackers, right? They have them. And put a spy. I'm like, okay, that's it. No adjustments for Livingston. I seen them changing players here and there. And that questionable call, and the momentum was killed from that questionable pass interference call on Parks. Because that was like, I don't know. That was a nitpick foul. Like, I don't know. To me, that wasn't even a pass interference or whatever. But no adjustments from Livingston, right? Which I'm like, oh boy. I'm not seeing him make adjustments. We already know Pat Shermer can get boring and bored with his play calling. Now, as I watch this defense get mauled up the middle, like they got more. I was like, put some more defensive linemen on the line. Like, do something. The offense, the bubble screens, the wide receiver screens. Why? I hate I hate that with a passion. And Georgia Tech knew they was blitzing the safeties because they knew that the formation was there. Oh, they doing the triple left wide shotgun. We know what you're gonna do. It's a screen. We already know. It's not like you use track hook, you threw the ball on 4 times, something like that. He had a couple of carries. He's dangerous. All that stuff you was seeing in the highlights or whatever, the well-off videos, that kid is dangerous. Q for 6, dangerous. You got weapons. No. Pat Shermer said, why would I use them? We gonna run this shotgun or whatever crap they was running, the pistol. We gonna run this pistol zone and we gonna take it home. I was like, oh my goodness. But props to the O-line. For the people that saying the O-line, you problem with the O, shut up. You don't watch football. That O-line did they think. They was pancaking and manhandling. But the play calling wouldn't allow them to do what they came outside to do. They was ready to eat. Why do you think Jordan Seaton said what he said at the press conference? They wanted to play. They wanted to go out there and shut everybody up. They said they still had like 100 and what they had like 100 and where is it? 150 yards rushing or something like that. They played the game. They did their thing. The offensive line, one sack. When have we said that about Colorado offensive line? So the people that was crying about the offensive line, it's not the offensive line. It was the calls, the plays that was called. That was the problem. That was the problem. And here's my thing. If they don't adjust this and make the necessary changes in game, or like the in game changes ain't happen. If they don't change this, oh my gosh, yeah, you can forget about all of the TV time and all the stuff, and it's over. Like if they don't change it here, because people waiting for it to collapse. They waiting for Dion to wake up and say, "I'm not doing this no more." They actually waiting for that. So if they don't fix it, it's gonna look like that. And here's my thing. Pat Shermer, you on the clock, my dude. You really are. Leftwich is sitting right there. I don't understand. Like all the plays that you've seen them running on well-off media in the practices, those are decoy plays just for the camera? Because those plays seem to work. I don't know. Maybe we should use those during the game, man. Especially when it comes to running the ball. I'm just saying, man. So next week, Delaware comes in to Folsom. Yeah. I wouldn't take that lightly. People keep saying, "Oh, Delaware, that's gonna be a cakewalk." I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Not with this team. Like, I don't think so. With the coaching, I feel like the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinators, they let the team down. They let them down. They let the players down. Them calls were horrible. And if they start slow or struggle with Delaware, oh my gosh, they're gonna go crazy in the media, man. They're gonna go crazy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know down below what y'all think week 2 is gonna look like for the Buffaloes, man. This is Al Money, and I'm out of here. Peace.